So how does Karl stack up against every brawler in the game? Mano a mano, 1 versus 1. We're gonna find that out today. Hey everyone, what's happening? Lex back today for another Brawl Stars video, and today we are going to be taking a look at Karl 1v1 versus every single brawler in the game. Now we have done this showdown style. Karl versus another brawler, face to face, just shooting at each other, seeing who is going to win first. If you're wondering, is Karl going to be OP? Is he going to win every brawler interaction? Well, you're going to find out today because actually the results shocked me a little bit. Now, a note on distance. Some brawlers, like say Piper for example, outrange Karl. So it wouldn't be a very fair fight for him just to sit there and throw his little axe into nothingness. So I got them as close as they could be together, where Karl was just dealing damage to Piper, but she could also deal the maximum damage that she could while still being hit by Karl. For like a tank, we just went ahead and put them up on their toes. Now we're going to take these chunks of brawlers at a time. The first 3 brawlers to face up against Karl are going to be Shelly, Colt, and Nita. Let's find out how they do. Now, predictably, Shelly completely waxed Karl, so it's pretty much the same for almost any tank. If it gets up on your toes, you're going to be in serious trouble. So the moral of that story is don't let Shelly or Bull or whoever get right up on your toes, or else it's not going to end well for you. However, he just eked out Nita, just barely. One more shot from Nita and it would have been another story, but he was able to get his reloads off just in time. Against Colt, somewhat predictably, he got lasered down by those 6 guns that Colt's packing, so 1 for 3 right there, wins 1, loses 2. Let's see how he does in the next set. Now the next 3 brawlers that he's going to square off against is Bull, Brock, and Jesse. Which ones do you think he's going to win against, and which ones do you think he's going to lose to? Let's find out. Now, Bull even cut him a break there. Bull was not directly on his toes and was not dealing max damage. However, it didn't matter. Completely destroyed Karl. As with almost any tank, it's, again, not going to end well if they're right on top of you. Jesse had no problem with, was able to take her out pretty easily. Now, Brock was the close one. If Brock wouldn't have had his star power ticking on Karl, he would not have won that fight. So if you guys were juking around and you're both hitting every single one of your shots, Karl would win that matchup. So it's a really close one. You know, the moral of that story is don't stand in the fire, right? Now the next 3 brawlers are Dynamite, Bo, and El Primo. Now a note about the matchup with El Primo. I show it twice with 2 different variations. Once where Karl's axe is just flying into the distance and slowly coming back, and another time when a wall is directly behind El Primo, because Karl's attack, whenever it hits a wall, it immediately bounces back and he can use it again really fast. So that drastically improves his DPS. So you're gonna see what's going to happen with El Primo when he's just slowly lobbing that axe out, and when he's getting it back really quickly. It's a massive difference. Let's check it out. So as you can see, just another split second and Karl would have beat El Primo in that matchup. That goes to show you how much using a wall to your advantage with Karl will really help your DPS. So be sure to keep that in mind whenever we get to play Karl, which he'll be out sometime this month. Whenever we can play Karl and when we get him unlocked in game, be sure to watch out for those opportunities where you can use a wall to your advantage. Now the next 3 brawlers are Ricochet, Barley, and Poco. Wow, those were some close ones actually. Now Poco he had no problem with. Poco, you know, he doesn't have a lot of DPS, that's kind of a given. Rico I thought would do better, even though he has little health, he puts out a lot of damage, but Carl just about killed him. It was really close, and the same goes for Barley. Now these next ones are pretty interesting. Daryl, I think we kind of know what's gonna happen there. However, Penny and Piper. Again, Piper is at almost max distance, again, just in Carl's range, and then Penny, of course, is just normal. Who do you think is going to win between Piper and Carl? It's going to be an interesting one. Wow, 142 health left on Carl. Now, if Piper would have been any further back, she would have won that matchup, but then Carl wouldn't have been able to hit her. Of course, you're going to want to stay at max distance anyway with Piper. However, that just goes to show you that he can actually do a fair amount of damage even from a medium range against Piper. All right, this time we have 2 epic brawlers, Pam and Frank. It's probably not going to be that close. Pam, even without her healing turret, and she was missing 2 bolts per shot, she still was able to completely hammer Carl, and Frank, it wasn't even close. He had like half health left when he was able to beat Carl. So Pam and Frank, watch out, don't get close to him. Stay at a distance, use those juking skills, because you don't want to go toe-to-toe with either of those brawlers. Now, for the battle of the Mythics versus Carl. First up is the Grave Digger Mortis. Now, this is going to be an interesting matchup because Carl's shot goes out really slow and comes back in, but Mortis can dash, and so you're probably never really going to get hit by both shots but from Mortis, so let's see what happens with this. Yeah, and just like I said, Mortis was able to dodge a couple of those shots from Carl, and that made all the difference in the world and was able to easily take him out. Next up is Tara. Now, she will be hitting all 3 cards because, again, we want them to deal max damage, so this might be pretty close. Carl does have a good amount of health. Is it going to be enough to take out Tara? Let's see what's in the cards. Bad pun. Wow, 1 more axe. 896 exactly. If he would have landed 1 more axe, he would have been able to take out Tara, but alas, she is able to take him down just in the nick of time. Now Gene, who just got a bunch of huge buffs, however, none of them really related to his main attack damage, and his attack damage is slightly lower than Brock's, so I think we can comfortably say what's going to happen here. However, let's find out for sure. Actually closer than I thought. Gene was able to bring him down all the way and was just about to take him out. 1 more shot, but Carl was able to get that axe back just in time and finish him off. Now we're gonna be going against the legendaries. Now Spike here, I show in 2 different variations. One where he's slightly at range, where he's gonna be hitting 2 of his spikes, and the second one he's going to be hitting 2 of his spikes plus the main shot, so 3 spots of damage. Let's see how that difference there interacts between Carl and Spike. Okay, so the first one there, when Spike was hitting 2 shots, Carl was able to easily take care of him, not a problem. However, when he moved up to 3, Spike actually killed Carl before Carl killed Spike, but you know, they both ended up dead in the end. Now Crow just got a reload speed buff. Is that going to be enough to take out Carl, who has a ton more hit points? But Crow does do more damage point blank. Let's find out. Oh no, my boy Crow going down. It was really close. One more shot from Crow and he would have been able to, you know, take him out, but that returning axe took him out, and it's lights out for Crow. I think Crow needs another buff. Okay, also a brawler who just got another nerf to his main attack damage, that would be Leon. Now Leon does a crap ton of DPS. That's the real official number, is a crap ton. That's a lot. But he doesn't have a lot of health. So, who's going to win between Carl and Leon? The final legendary versus Carl matchup. Let's find out. Yeah, that happened so quick I had to throw it in slow-mo for you there at the end. Leon absolutely obliterated Carl. It wasn't even close. So lesson here is, as always, don't let Leon get close to you or you're gonna be in for a very bad time. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, maybe learned a thing or two about the interactions that are gonna be coming up with Carl. And as always, stay tuned right here for everything Brawl Stars related and cringe related. It happens sometimes too. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And as always, until next time, I'll catch you guys on the flip side. Peace out.
Be sure to subscribe because every subscription gets us one step closer to buffing Crow.
You looking at me?
Be sure to subscribe because if you don't, Bo is never getting a remodel. We will see you next time.